we always go in?
You might think that it's stupid that we keep walking in, but it's sort of like a rule. In today's video, I want to show you a part of Denmark that very few people, at least very few tourists, actually ever see. Because most tourists that comes to Denmark always goes to Copenhagen. But in this video, I'm going to show you the west coast of Denmark. A very beautiful place with a very unique nature. A place where there's a lot of fishermen, there's a lot of lighthouses, there's a lot of old bunkers from the Germans here, and then just generally beautiful nature. So today's video is about the west coast in Denmark. As you can probably also hear on the video, it's very windy up here, and unfortunately I don't have my microphone with me. So I hope you're all surviving the sounds of wind, because I believe even with a microphone you still be able to hear the wind. It is extremely windy on the west coast of Denmark and also cold. You ready, guys? From the 9th of April 1940 till the 5th of May 1945, Denmark was occupied by the Germans. And the Germans who came to Denmark believed that Britain was gonna attack through Denmark. So on the west coast of Denmark we have a lot of old guns and military equipment, and especially bunkers. They built a lot of bunkers here on the coast so they could see all ships and flights that came from the British side of the ocean and then attack them before they managed to get to Denmark. Britain did never attack through Denmark, but today these bunkers and weapons still stands here because they're part of our history and they are very expensive to remove. As you can see here behind me, there is a museum. It's a Bunkermuseum here in Hanstholm, but it's closed in winter time. It opens again on the 1st of February, so I'm not gonna see that. Of course, it's winter time, but the area around is still really interesting because the bunkers are still scattered around different places of the nature, and also a lot of the guns. So in here there used to be a very big cannon, and in Norway they had a similar cannon. So this cannon here in Denmark could shoot halfway to Norway, and then the one in Norway could shoot halfway to Denmark. So they could actually close off the entire part between Denmark and Norway by shooting cannons in this area. People here are very nice, very polite. Fishing is still a big part of it, and there's actually a Danish TV program about the boys who works on the fisher boats. Super fun program where you just see them being like their everyday self. So the west coast is definitely a place I recommend people to see. I recommend also that you see Copenhagen. I understand why people want to go to Copenhagen, but if you want to see something different, you want to see like nature in Denmark, something beautiful, I definitely recommend you coming to the west coast. Dad, what do you think of the west coast? Because we used to come here a lot when I was a kid.
I love the west coast because the horizon is down below. In Silkeborg, it's like it's dark.
That's true.
It's the high sky.
The high sky.
Lots of lights.
That's true. And the wind.
It's cold today.
It's very cold today. The bunkers has actually been here so long now that they sort of just goes in with nature. Sometimes it takes a second before you realize that there is a bunker in front of you. Yeah, you go first, Dad. Yes. So if there is a ghost in the bunker, he attacks you first. Yoo-hoo, ghosts! I'm assuming it's not a window.
Why do we always go in?
Okay, I think we will stop walking here because there's sticks. You might think that it's stupid that we keep walking in, but it's sort of like when you're born Danish and you grew up with these bunkers being around the landscape, you have to go in. Every single one of them, even though you know there's nothing inside, because of course everything that was worth anything has been taken away years ago, and that includes like all the metal doors because they have been repurposed, so there is nothing inside. But as a Danish person, you know that you still have to go inside. It's like a rule. So happy I'm wearing my rainy boots. lunchtime now in Denmark, and when it is close to the ocean, you of course have to eat fish for lunch, and we're gonna eat something called a Stjerneskud, which translates to shooting star, which is this is just a stupid name, I know, but I love it. It's my favorite food here in Denmark. I eat it almost every day. Normally I cook it myself, but today we are gonna buy one from the local cafe fish restaurant. I'm actually not sure what it is, but we're gonna buy one as takeaway. We're gonna take it with us back home. The fish shops in Denmark are some of my favorite places, especially on the west coast, where they're right out to the ocean, so all of the fish is deliciously very fresh, of course. And I love smoked fish, which they are fantastic at doing. So fresh smoked fish, for example a salmon, is something you just have to try if you're ever in Denmark. It's day number 2 on the Danish west coast. It's also the last day, and today we are in Thorup Strand, which is a little bit different than Hanstholm we were in yesterday, and let me show you why. As you can most likely see behind me, the thing that is very unique here is the fact that the fishermen's boats are up on the beach. So they go out to the ocean every morning to fish, and then every afternoon they're being pulled up here on the beach because there's no harbor nearby. It's a very old tradition, and it's a dying out tradition. It doesn't happen that much more, and we don't have as many fishermen as we used to have. But I love this. I think it looks so cool. It's so picturesque, it's so cool, and it's definitely something that you have to see on the Danish west coast. Something worth mentioning is that it's only 1 o'clock, it's 1 p.m. and the sun is already that low on the sky. In the winter in Denmark, the sun goes down around 4 o'clock. Like 4 o'clock it's dark. So if you want to see anything in the daytime, in winter time in Denmark, you have to get out around 10 o'clock and then be home around 2 or 3 o'clock, because otherwise it's dark. Thank you so much for watching this video about the Danish west coast. I hope it inspired you to come and visit this part of Denmark. If you want more videos about Denmark, then please check out my channel. And if you have a second and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.